Welcome to the daily dose of Schwab. Every day I give you just a little dose of Schwab so that you can get on with your day. And we're getting close. We're only 2 weeks away from the annual meeting at Davos, Switzerland, 2023, hosted by none other than Klaus Schwab. So before I get going here, one of my subscribers mentioned a documentary that I should check out. So let me know in the comments if you've watched this documentary. It's called Everything is a Rich Man's Trick, JFK to 9/11. Now, I watched some of it because of this post. It's crazy. I'm telling you, it is just crazy, the things that they talk about. And they're talking about the idea that, heaven forbid, governments working together to help out other countries build ammunition, build arms, and support the war effort from both sides of the fence, axes or allies. That's what's crazy about this. The narrator is actually pretty good as well. Looks like he knows a lot about history. So give it a go. Let me know what your thoughts. Watch the video. It's about 3.5 hours long. But today we're going to be talking about this book here. Just bought this, Stakeholder Capitalism by Klaus Schwab. If you don't have the book, go out and get it. I'm not making a penny off of this, obviously, but I think it's important to, if we're having a dialogue about Klaus Schwab, it's important to know what this guy's talking about. And today we're going to be talking about the rise of Asia. And I always like to go to the source and just read a little bit about what Klaus, is saying about Asia. I'm just going to read a little bit. All right, so page 71. I have it right here. Look at this. It's even highlighted. It's all ready to go. The last time Asia dominated the world economy was in the early 19th century, just as the first industrial revolution commenced. Back in 2000, Asia still only accounted for 1/3 of global output. Today, at the dawn of the fourth industrial revolution, Asia is reconquering the dominant position it held for millennia. And going by the advances in China, it may well outperform the rest of the world on everything from the Internet of Things to artificial intelligence, locking in its advantage for decades. Something to think about. More importantly, what I want to target right now is Asia's environmental impact on the earth, according to Schwab. This is not me making it up. It's him talking about this. So I'll just read one more paragraph. Consider first the environmental realities in Asia. Many cities in China, Southeast Asia, and other emerging markets are among those experiencing the worst effects of environmental degradation, pollution, and climate change. Here's the crunch right here. Over 90% of the world's population breathes air the World Health Organization deems unsafe. The organization said in 2019. But the 20 most polluted cities in all the world are all in Asia. 15 in India, including the capital, New Delhi, 2 each in China and Pakistan, and the final is Dhaka, the capital of Bangladesh. In recent years, awareness about the severity of the situation in China has grown a lot. No doubt. Now, I know we get a lot of flack here in North America, especially here in Alberta. We're probably one of the strictest provinces when it comes to CO2 emissions and trying to meet certain targets. And yet it feels like North America gets blasted all the time as we're the worst. Well, clearly from Klaus Schwab's own mouth, China's in trouble with this stuff. They're not slowing down. They're not slowing down right now. That is the part that we need to talk about, because when you think about it, over the past 20, 30 years, what do they want? They want to have a lifestyle that is very similar to what the Americans have. And they don't want to slow down. They want everything that they had and more. They want jobs, they want freedom, all this kind of stuff. And they're getting a taste of it now. And then now the government is kind of fudging on some things, some of the freedoms that they get and all. I shouldn't say some, probably a lot. I just talked to a Chinese lady today that was doing my hair, and she used to live in Hong Kong, and she's like, I love it here in Canada. I love it. But there's so many people right now dying in China. There's so many people dying, and they're hiding it. They're hiding it right now. And I said, what do you mean? Like sickness and everything? She's like, everything. Like if you speak out, you disappear. And I know you get that a lot in the media where it talks about things like that happening. But when you hear a person saying that Hong Kong was pretty good at one time, and now communist China's kind of moving in a little bit, and the freedoms are going away. And this is starting to happen here in Canada a little bit as well. Tracking everything. You say something, you get removed. That's the crazy part about all this stuff. So if we're going to be talking about cleaning up our climate, I think it's fair to have everybody on board, pulling their equal weight. And if you're the worst culprit, you need to clean up the most. I would say, like, where everybody's sweeping their own sidewalk. But let's just have a look here. Let me just show you this little chart here and have a look at it. Like I said, I'm not a rocket surgeon, but have a look at this here. China, this is climateactiontracker.org, countries China. So look at China. It says right here, overall rating, highly insufficient. Look at the trajectory from 1990 all the way up. Now, to be fair, can I do a search? Let me see for 1 sec here. Yeah, let me do a search. I want to look for Canada. Let's see what Canada is like. Maybe we're bad. Maybe we're horrible. Where are we? Highly, oh man, we're just as bad. Oh, but look at this. So we're up, but we're actually down from 1990. We're at 600 to 800. What is that? Parts per million CO2. I don't know what that is. But let's see. So our domestic target seems to be way down here. Okay, I wish I could read all these charts, but compatible is down here, and then you got critically insufficient. So they just started 1990 right away. You're critically insufficient. So we're at 600 in 1990, and we're at about 700, just under 700. Let's go back to China. Where are we here? Let's find them. Well, so we're at 600. We're below. These guys are starting at under 4,000 in 1990, and they're skyrocketing up to over 14,000, and they're supposed to be down here somewhere. Interesting. Critically insufficient. So looking at this little chart here, it looks like if we're going into 2030 that they're probably going to be at 18 or 20. They're not trending downward like we are. Anyways, it's just kind of interesting. Again, I'm going to share more about this book because I think it's important that people know exactly what Klaus Schwab is saying. And then it's important to have a dialogue, have a conversation about what's actually happening out there. And then, of course, I really appreciate your feedback, your comments. If you like this kind of thing, subscribe. If there's a documentary that you want me to check out, let me know that as well. And then I can make a comment about that video and even mention your name if you want, all this kind of stuff. So thanks for watching. That's enough of a daily dose of Schwab. A person could only take so much of that every single day. And once again, thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in another video. Bye for now.